Good evening and welcome to the Weather Desk. Let's take a look at our weather for tonight into tomorrow. Expecting a scattered to widespread chance of showers and rain mainly over the northeastern provinces. Gauteng will be in the scattered chance with a widespread mainly over KwaZulu-Natal stretching to the Eastern Cape, although it's mainly along the east coast. Scattered to an isolated chance of showers and rain expected over the Western Cape as well as the central and the western parts of the Eastern Cape province for tonight. For tomorrow, a widespread chance of showers and rain still persist over the central parts covering the Free State, Northwest as well as parts of KwaZulu-Natal. All the way to the eastern half of the Eastern Cape province will be scattered over most parts of the central as well as the western parts of the Eastern Cape, touching the eastern areas of the Western Cape province for tomorrow. In our warnings for tonight, we're expecting severe thunderstorms expected mainly over the eastern parts of the Northwest, Gauteng, the northeastern areas of the Free State, covering KwaZulu-Natal as well as much more of the eastern half of the Eastern Cape province. With these storms, we can expect heavy downpours that might lead to localized flooding, strong winds as well as a possibility of hail over most of these northeastern provinces. Disruptive rain still expected along the east coast, which is expected to result in some localized flooding along the coastal regions. For tomorrow, we're expecting severe thunderstorms still persist over the Free State province, the Northwest, Gauteng, as well as the southern parts of Mpumalanga, stretching to KwaZulu-Natal and parts of the eastern half of the Eastern Cape province, with most of the disruptive rain along the coastal areas stretching to the southern parts of the Eastern Cape. Now let's take a look at our overnight temperatures. Cold in Sutherland with a minimum of 6, 8 in Calvinia, up until 12 in Kimberley, and it will be warmer in Pretoria with 16. In our maximum, we're expecting cool to warm temperatures over the northeastern areas, Johannesburg peaking at 23, 25 in Pretoria, 25 in Polokwane. It will be hot in Lephalale with a maximum of 32. However, remains cool over the southwestern areas with Cape Town peaking at a maximum of 24 degrees. For our extended forecast, expecting a scattered to a widespread chance of showers and rain over the northeastern provinces. Mainly, we're expecting disruptive rain along the southern parts for Tuesday into Wednesday. We see some clearing over the central and most parts of the western areas, isolated to a scattered chance of showers and rain is mainly expected in the eastern parts. Now, do remember those warnings for Gauteng, especially over the central and southern parts. Johannesburg is also expected to have some severe thunderstorms from tonight into tomorrow. And that's it from our weather desk. Back to you, Oliver, in studio.
Just perhaps. Just perhaps to get a sense of the disruptive weather patterns, you add an orange level, an orange color level warning for disruptive rains along the coast in Durban, and that spreads a yellow level warning into the interior, which affects Gauteng there in particular. Zoom us into that and give us a sense of very specifically what is to be expected in certain parts of Gauteng.
Yeah, the levels changes in terms of high likelihood to low likelihood, the two being a high likelihood of severe thunderstorms that are expected, however, with a minor impact. We have a yellow level 4 that's expected to result in significant impacts that might result in heavy downpours, flooding in these areas, especially over the central part. We're expecting severe thunderstorms with also a possibility of hail. Now, when we get to disruptive rain, we have a system that's constantly bringing in moisture and resulting in more rainfall along the east coast, which will result in some flooding conditions, hence the orange level 6, because it's a high likelihood of it happening with disruptive rain expected.
Are there projected milliliters of rain to be expected, particularly in the interior?
Yeah, well, it's mainly along the east coast. That's expected to about 50 and greater in millimeters. For the central parts, it depends on the storm's significance in terms of severity. Could be 20, could be 10. It differs from area to region as the storms are moving east.
Yeah, just to be clear, is it the rain that's disruptive or the thunderstorms that associates the rain that's disruptive?
So for the central part, the severe thunderstorms will bring about heavy downpours, which might result in flooding conditions, which might be disruptive, especially if you are to drive in the traffic. Now, along the coastal areas, it's mainly disruptive rain due to the rain that's continuous for the days up until Tuesday.
Yeah, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Legonolo.